Okay, so the sky is completely orange now, and it looks like I'm living on Mars. I'll show you. So I don't know if this comes out in the video very well. It might not. But from here, from this couch, from this living room, I'm looking outside. The sky is orange. Okay. So, and the reason why this is happening is because during the last holiday, people went out there camping, lighting barbecue fires, and the embers got caught by brushes and shrubs and caused a fire. And then the shrubs burned and it caused trees to burn, and lots of oak trees are very susceptible to fires because oak trees are having an immune illness caused by environmental pollution. And needle trees, they have volatile oils and they can explode actually and ignite more of fire. And so now we have several wildfires in this wider region, and the smoke clouds are coming towards us, and it's burning my eyes, and I feel like I have trouble breathing. And I'm going to write a petition letter now, personal letter, to Donald Trump directly on his website. Leave a message, comment for the White House or the president. And I'm going to leave a comment, a letter, and I'm going to ask him, I'm going to tell him what's going on, and I'm going to ask him to do an emergency ban on igniting any kind of flame. Okay, so for the whole country. So we need to have a very strict ban on igniting any flame, whether that is particularly outside. So inside's probably too difficult to create that. There'll be too many people against it, and it'll be so hugely difficult to create this. But at least a ban outside, and also, some people are reckless with fires on the inside of their houses, so very reckless. And that's why I think it is, throughout my life we were lighting candles and stuff like this. Sometimes the candles were way too close to a curtain, and so many times where we got so incredibly lucky that nothing happened, particularly when we were kids and we were playing with fire, literally, playing with all kinds of firecrackers all the time, and all these things that are just sold to children, and so that they can play with it because they don't know. They don't know the danger about it. Someone might say, "Oh, this is dangerous." Hoo, 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 hoo. But then they do that themselves, and the child goes, "Oh, if my dad does it, why shouldn't I do?" So, it's like total lack of proper education, total lack of responsibility in selling firecrackers and fireworks and lighters and all kinds of fire-related items, or also tobacco products which are being lit, and sage brushes that are lit, and those people are usually more responsible, but still, all of this, whenever people have something that is glowing, something that has an amber that is glowing, whether it's a fireplace or candles or pujas or sagebrush bundles that are lit, or whenever something is lit on fire, okay, it is a tremendous danger. Okay, now we see it more than ever before. Okay? It becomes very obvious now. We've seen what happened in Australia. So that was around December and January, we saw what happened in Australia. It was a catastrophe of massive proportions, where Donald Trump sent fire crews over to Australia to help them to rescue the koala bears. Thousands and thousands of koala bears were rescued before the fire crews came. Thousands of koala bears died in those flames. It's absolutely a nightmare. It is a horror. Okay, and other animals who were walking through burning brush and glowing embers, and their feet burned, the soles of their feet burned, the pain they must have been in. It's unimaginable, okay? And people, they go out there, oh, let's make a barbecue. The embers fly into the forest. It causes a wildfire, and unimaginable suffering arises out of this, okay? And there's no education about this. No education in school. None about this, about environmental stewardship. We live here on this planet. This is our life giver, okay? And there's no education to children on how to live responsibly and have some kind of insight and some kind of understanding about the dangers of daily living and the kind of things that we're dealing with, particularly fire. Fire is a humongously dangerous element, okay? But it's not taught in schools, okay? So very few people talk about this. Some park rangers talk about this, but it's not like they just let people do their fires anyway, and then, oh yeah, just be careful, right? Yeah, but people are not careful because they have never been educated in being careful about this. Also about pollution and about burning what they burn. You know, they put plastic packaging material into fire pits, and that causes terrible air pollution. That's carcinogenic. It's really dangerous. We don't learn this in schools. I mean, I had a little bit environmental education in high school in Germany. That was Germany, not in this country. I have not seen it in this country. People here are kept very, very ignorant about this, and it has to do with corruption. There is such humongous corruption happening. People are silenced, teachers are silenced, things are just covered up, you know. No, people don't want to talk about this because that can cause this demographic not to buy this product, and so on. They always think in terms of profit maximization, what's going to be around the corner in terms of profit maximization, in terms of protecting their profit maximization and their exploitation, market perpetuation. Okay, that's the only thing that they have on their minds. And then everyone who is somehow tied to them in some monetary way. Okay, so they're all thinking, and nobody looks at, this is our planet, this is our life giver. Okay, the other species, they're our cousins. We are related to them, however distantly related. Okay, it is our responsibility as a species who creates dangerous technology and plays literally with fire, and has been for a long time. Okay, it is our responsibility, particularly now with an increased amount of humans. Okay, I think it's about 8 billion now. Okay, so this is a dangerous amount. Okay, and recklessness, corruption, again, the corporations, they want as many people as possible, because then they can sell as much as possible. Then they can have as many customers as possible. That's the only way they think. They don't think in terms of sustainability. Okay, they don't see that obviously there comes a point where this is no longer sustainable. Okay, where this amount of humans is not going to work out. It's just not going to work out. It ends up in viruses and in riots and civil wars and just simple violent street violence, people going against each other. Okay, so, and it's happening. It's happening and has been gradually increasing with the amount of people increasing. Okay, but this, you're not even allowed to talk about this. That's how corrupt humans are. Nobody wants to even touch that subject, because then they lose their customers, because the customers might be Catholic or whatever religious. So all the religions are against what I'm saying now. Okay, because they don't use rationality. They don't use reason. Okay, they use ancient scriptures from people that were talking about stuff that doesn't even pertain to this day and age anymore. Okay, so and was never very bright and smart. Okay, to begin with. Okay, it was always based on some kind of God-fearing gods that were manufactured by people, because they didn't understand the elements. They didn't understand how karma, law of attraction, cause and effect, how that works, how this works from a much wider angle also. Okay, so direct karma, they don't understand any of it. Or, linear science, which falls over it as well. So, that's responsibility and love that is much beyond religion and linear science. Okay, so science practiced in an honest way, that's the way we have to do it. And responsibility needs to be practiced. Okay, I'm going to ask Donald Trump to outlaw any kind of making fires or flames. So any kind of fire-related product use. Okay, you guys take care. Bye-bye.